I just want to preface this video by saying that I am not here to attack Dream in any way, shape or form. I am not here to generalize or stigmatize Dream stans or Dream's fanbase in any way, because that is not the intention of this video. The intention is for me to address and highlight a key part of Dream's fanbase that does do a lot of toxic behavior in the community, in the Minecraft community, towards other Minecraft content creators. I have been personally impacted by these people. They've been in my comment sections, in my DMs. I see them everywhere on Reddit, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. They are very, very vocal, but they're also a minority, and I'm not here to just outright attack all of Dream stans or all Dream's fanbase. That is not my goal at all. I really want to make that clear. But with that being said, I'm here to address the fact that there is a lot of toxic behavior being maintained in Dream's fan bases, and I know it's not just Dream. There are other fan bases out there that definitely have their fair share of toxicity, but really, Dream's fan base in the Minecraft community is quite a large portion now. They are very, very vocal, and they do hold a lot of controlling interests on Twitter. When you scroll through Twitter, you'll see timelines of threads, just giant threads of people being attacked for no reason, mostly, or sometimes very trivial reasons, and it's very blatant, and I feel like paints a bad picture on the Minecraft community. Seeing all this hate being spread around and all this disunity, it really does paint the Minecraft community in a poor light, and I really want to change that. Now, what's going to happen with this video is I'm going to be structuring it fairly formally. I'm going to be breaking it up into certain parts of things that I want to discuss regarding this issue. That is how I'm probably going to be able to best articulate what I want to say. Because again, I'm not here to step on anyone's toes, I'm not here to piss anyone off. I am trying to highlight an issue that should be fixed and that I feel like everyone should agree with. If you don't want to agree with it, that's fine by me, but obviously we are just going to get right into this. Now, for the first part of this video, I do want to mention exactly why I'm making this video and exactly where I'm coming from with this video, why it's actually being made. And it's because I've actually been impacted by the toxicity of these Dream stans. I have been receiving a lot of comments and I've been receiving a lot of DMs in Twitter, and my comment sections have been getting flooded a little bit ever since I made one Dream related video. So we'll get into more detail later about exactly what that means. But I also wanted to make this video because I'm not the only content creator who has to go through this. I've actually seen a lot of other content creators. I've done my sort of research, I guess, and I've talked with other YouTubers, other content creators, and they've also had this similar sort of hatred that they've seen in their comment sections. They've been receiving it on Twitter, and they've been receiving it on Reddit and in other places as well, Instagram. And it doesn't matter what content creator you are. If you're in the Minecraft community, whether you're a big YouTuber or a small YouTuber, it doesn't matter. You are still open to being attacked by these sorts of people. And I feel like that's disgusting. It's kind of unbelievable that years ago we never sort of had this sort of toxic behavior in the community. The Minecraft community used to be very, very chill and very, very wholesome. There was nothing really wrong with us besides maybe except few, but they never really were as vocal as they are today in this new resurgence of Minecraft as a trend. Now let's be real for a second. I really love the Minecraft community. I really love where it is at the moment. I do think there needs to be a lot of things fixed though, because it's going in a bad direction as I see it. But I really do love the community. I really love interacting with you guys, especially on my comments on Twitter, on Instagram, on Reddit, in my Discord server. It's really fun to interact with you guys. You're very positive and I really love it. And I really love if everyone could see that. But the issue is that there are a lot of toxic Dream stans that are just tarnishing this community and making it something that it's not. And I want to give you an example here just to maybe help things sink in. So imagine that you're in a classroom and there is someone disrupting the teacher and they're just being an overall nuisance. I mean, everyone knows this sort of person. Everyone has one of them in their lives. But let's say that the teacher decides to punish the whole class because of one person acting like a nuisance. Now, that's really unfair, and it is. And that's sort of how this community will be treated if we have a few toxic people making us look bad. That's the point that I'm trying to get across, that a few people will ruin it for everyone else. That's a sort of thing that goes on in society in a lot of places, and sadly it's now happening in this Minecraft community, which you wish it wouldn't, but it is. And I'm just going to say it outright that it is happening. I want to address this. That's why I'm making this video. Now, before I get on to talking about my own channel and what's been happening here, I'm going to tell you a few examples of content creators who've had to sort of take the brunt of this toxicity of all these toxic dream stands, because I'm going to look at the speedrunning community for Minecraft. Now, it's a very, very nice community, and it always was for a long time. And the problem here is that a lot of dream stands jump onto speedrunners videos, any speedrunner video that is of Minecraft, and they just immediately say they're copying Dream. They're immediately hitting back at them in the comment section going, oh, you're copying Dream, you're doing speedruns, blah, 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 etc., etc. And this sort of thing is very, very discouraging to a speedrunner because, I mean, speedrunners are just there to speedrun their favorite games. They're just having fun. And especially Minecraft speedruns, there's really no harm. It's just all fun and games. And a lot of people are being attacked purely because they are speedrunning. There are some people who cheat, and yeah, there is a little bit of grey area there, and I'm not going to step into that. But for some people, I know some content creators who genuinely don't want to come back to the Minecraft speedrunning community and make speedrunning videos anymore because they're just really afraid of how the dream stands are just going to hit back at them and attack them for so-called copying content. But really, speedrunning has been around for ages. Dream didn't invent Minecraft speedrunning, so the fact that all these Dream stands are trying to defend Dream by saying, oh, yeah, you're trying to copy Dream because he did speedrunning, now you're doing it. It's really sickening. Some of these people, I know some content creators who've actually been speedrunning before Dream, but now they just sort of said, nah, I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore because Dream has popularized it to the point that it's impossible to do now. That is the real issue with Dream stands being really toxic towards other content creators, is because now people are feeling really restricted and they're feeling really demotivated, demoralized from making content. Imagine that you now can't make certain types of videos because another content creator has already done that. And that is my problem right now, and that's where I'm going to lead into my channel, is I made a video how to do an MLG water bucket in Minecraft. And obviously in parentheses I put in like Dream because, you know, I'm trying to cash in on the trend as well. I'm still a YouTuber, I'm still trying to gain the algorithm a little bit. And for the most part the video actually did quite well. But it did attract a lot of Dream stands who had a differing sort of view, and they were really toxic in my comment sections, telling me that I was a fake and that I was unoriginal because I was using Dream in the title. And they didn't really watch the video, I'm guessing, because the video itself was quite original. It was an original idea that I came up with, and I was happy to make that video. It was just a little fun video to make, and it still got a lot of hate, which was a bit annoying because I did put a little bit of effort in that. And I know a lot of people are probably going to say, Fizzy, you shouldn't be fixating on these comments. I know there's going to be a lot of negative comments on my videos, but just look at the positive. That's what people might try to tell me. And yeah, there were actually way more positive comments than negatives. I'm going to say that outright. I definitely enjoyed reading a lot of the comments. There was a lot of encouragement and it was really nice to see. But just a rule of thumb for everyone who doesn't really know what it's like to be a content creator is that negative comments always stick out. And they will always really, really demotivate you, regardless of how much attention you're getting. That's just a problem with a lot of content creators personally. Like, I've seen other YouTubers, even big YouTubers who've got millions of subscribers, and they get a bit discouraged when they see a few comments on a video when the majority of their comments are really good. Negative comments will always stick out, and they will always be like a sore thumb to YouTubers. So I just wanted to mention that, but anyways, this whole video isn't going to be based on this one Dream video that I made, or Dream related video, I should say. There is a lot more to this, otherwise I wouldn't have made this video. Now, as I started seeing all these comments rolling in, I was like, you know what, I'm going to move on, live and let live. I'll let these comments roll in. I'll continue making my content because, you know, I can just ignore the hate. There's nothing wrong with that. But as the video started gaining more and more views, more Dream stands started making their way onto my channel, and therefore also more toxic people started coming onto my channel, and they're going onto my other videos and they're leaving nasty comments. And some people even found my Twitter, because obviously my Twitter is linked on my YouTube in every video and also in my about page, so you could easily get to it. And a lot of people actually came onto my Twitter and started following me because of that video and because of the videos I make, which is very nice. I love to be able to interact with my subscribers and be able to hype people up for upcoming videos. That's why I have Twitter. But I also have open DMs in case people want to shoot me messages for collabs or whatever. So some people took advantage of that and went into my DMs and started telling me these really vile things that I couldn't believe, honestly. I'm going to be saying a bit of a trigger warning for the next segment of this video. I'm going to, cut this off right now, and we'll get into the next part of this video because I feel like it needs to be discussed in its own sort of light. So, yes, just a trigger warning before we get into the next section because there is a little bit of things we have to discuss. Now, what I was alluding to in the previous segment was that my Twitter DMs were receiving a little bit of hate because I made a dream-related video, and also because a lot of these people were basing it off my other content as well on the channel, which if you watch my videos, you'll know that it's fairly original. I try to be as original as I can. We can talk about that a little bit later, but anyways, people were coming into my DMs and telling me things in the vein of, you should die and you should kill yourself, alongside things like you copy Dream and you should kill yourself because you copy Dream. And I don't even understand, like, where do you begin to understand that? Like, it's honestly beyond me how people are able to hate on a Minecraft video. Like, it's very, very strange. And I'm just gonna say it for people who are concerned. I'm alright with these messages, okay? I'm alright after having received them. I'm not feeling down or anything. If anything, I'm just a bit angry, not because I've received them, but because people have this capacity to hate that much over such little things. That what if other content creators are also getting the same thing? And what if other content creators are out there who are maybe not as emotionally resilient, or maybe a little bit more susceptible to these comments? What happens when people tell these YouTubers or these content creators who maybe aren't well equipped to deal with hate, telling them such vile things in their personal messages, in their comment sections? Because I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't just Twitter DMs. I also got them in my comment sections, but I just thought, yeah, they're not good, they're nasty. But now that I'm getting them directly in my messages, that is direct harassment, and it's unbelievable how people can do this. So I'm just really passionate right now, obviously, because some people have things going on in their personal life. Some people might feel like they really don't want to be around anymore. And when they see these sorts of comments, or when they receive those sorts of messages, sometimes it validates what they've been thinking the whole time. And then what happens then? Then you have really, really bad consequences. I'm not going to entertain them, obviously, but just know that by saying these things so, I guess, openly and without really understanding the weight of your words, these toxic people, toxic dream stands, could really hurt someone. It could really cause harm to not just individual people, individual content creators. It could also cause harm to the wider community, because imagine if something like that came out as a story and the Minecraft community would literally be painted in a very negative light for a long time. It's not something I want to see happen, but if this keeps going, if people keep doing this, if people keep going around and telling people these sorts of things, you never know what can happen. So I'm trying to be very proactive right now with this video and trying to raise awareness, and I'm a bit heated right now, okay? I'm a bit really annoyed at exactly where we are right now, the state of this community, because it's almost like this toxic behavior is being not encouraged, but more so enabled, because no one has really given it any light. No one has shed light on it, and I'm not trying to hate here, but I'm going to mention Dream specifically. I don't see him addressing this issue. I don't see him going around and making the point that people shouldn't be toxic. If you're a fan of Dream, don't be toxic in his name. That's all he'd have to say. But really, he hasn't done anything like that, and I'm not fully aware because I don't watch him on Twitch or whatever, but from tweets and from his videos, I haven't seen anything. Now, people tell me, oh, Dream doesn't have enough influence to control everyone. Dream can't control all his toxic fans, or Dream shouldn't take responsibility for his toxic fans. But really, he should, because he does have influence that he could use to maybe drive down some of the hate. You can't get rid of hate completely. That's just a part of society, really. You can't get rid of hatred. It's always going to be there. It's a malignant sort of thing. But Dream could at least use his influence to try and maybe quell a lot of the toxicity that people try to pass on through his name. So that's what I'm saying. No hate on Dream, but I definitely think not just him as well, but a lot of people should start addressing this more the way that I have, because I haven't seen anyone talk about this. I haven't seen anyone talk about specifically the negative consequences that could happen to individual content creators who have to suffer to this hate, or to the wider community that would have to take the brunt of this hate. That's what I'm trying to say right now. Now, for the last portion of this video, I just want to sort of round things off, maybe make a brief summary of what I'm thinking right now, because I don't have a solution. There's an issue, obviously, but I don't have a solution. I'm a person of only 600 and so nearly 700 subscribers. I can't do much. I've got a voice and I'm using it right now, definitely, but really, I have no way to solve this issue because I don't have as much influence. So what's going to happen? I don't know. But I am taking a step. It's not a solution, but it is a step towards finding a solution to this issue, and that's just bringing awareness to the fact that this is happening. To not just me, to a lot of content creators. A lot of people have had to deal with this sort of issue. Now, I want to break away a little bit from talking about being an original YouTuber and being a copy or a fake or unoriginal, that sort of thing. That sort of stuff was pretty much the majority of why these fans were being toxic to me. But there is another reason why a lot of people try to be toxic online, especially dream stands, I feel like, and that is cancel culture. Just, that's it. People really feel driven. A lot of toxic people feel driven to just attack people based on past transgressions, on past mistakes, on things that they've done that might not have been socially acceptable now, but they were before. So I just want to mention this sort of part of the video because I want to give my take, and you can hate me if you will, agree to disagree. I am completely fine with it. If you want to leave a comment below saying why you disagree with that, then that's okay. Because I just want to mention why I believe cancel culture is really unnecessary, and it's just something that just really makes communities more toxic. Not just this community, every community on the platform, and even in general society, cancel culture is a little bit endemic in nearly every aspect. So I just want to mention quickly before we get off this video is that I have made some mistakes in the past. I'm not perfect, no one is perfect, that is a given. No one in society is perfect, no one in this Minecraft community is perfect, so no content creator is perfect, I should also add. Everyone has made their mistakes in the past, and I believe that people can learn from them. Obviously, cancel culture is very anti-progressive in that sense that it doesn't reflect how people have become better than what they were, how people have learned from their past mistakes. I myself have made a few mistakes, and you could probably find them in my old videos maybe. You could find them in my timelines on Twitter. You could, if you scroll far enough, you could probably find a lot of things about me that you didn't know, both good and bad. But whether people see those mistakes or not, it doesn't matter to me because I myself know that I have changed. I am not the person that I was when I made those mistakes, full stop. I just really wanted to highlight cancel culture because I feel like some dream stands on Twitter specifically are real advocates for cancel culture, and I'm trying to highlight the fact that it really doesn't help anyone. It's just a disservice to everyone, really. It doesn't really lead to anything much than damaging someone's reputation for doing something that they did in the past. And I do want to mention that some people do make mistakes in the past, but some people have also learned to be better than what they were when they made those mistakes. Some people have learned to change since they made those mistakes. Some people have taken on board criticisms, and people like that shouldn't be cancelled because they're obviously a better person than what they once were. And as for people who are being actively cancelled, people should just give them the opportunity to learn to change. People should give them the opportunity to realize where they went wrong, so then on their own terms they could become a better person, so then we could have a more harmonious society and not a bunch of disunity and a bunch of divisiveness in all sorts of communities, especially the Minecraft community. So that's really where I want to leave it. I've hit everything I wanted to hit on my little... I've got a sheet of paper right now that has like a bunch of notes that I wanted to tick off as I went with this video, and I believe I've done it all. So that's pretty much everything I want to mention. I don't want to have to make a follow-up video to this. I really don't feel like I'd need to unless I was absolutely warranted. Unless it was absolutely warranted, but you know, I don't see that happening. So this is just going to be everything out there. This is my take, and agree to disagree if you want. If you really don't agree what I'm saying, I'm just going to say that I'm not here to attack, stigmatize, or generalize all of the Dreams fan base, because I know they're all not bad. I know a lot of people are really, really nice. I know this because I've interacted with them. They watch my content. I'm not some outsider. I've had some insight on how these Dream stands treat people, and a lot of them are really nice and really wholesome and really chilled out people. So I know that. Please do not use this video again, and I've said this so many times, I feel like I'm just a bit worried that I'm coming off wrong, but despite what the thumbnail says, despite what the title says, really, I'm not trying to attack Dream stands in general. I'm not trying to attack Dream at all. Now, anyways, I'm going to round off this video, so thank you all so much for watching, and please do share this around. I really feel like a lot of people need to see this or hear this, because, I mean, obviously, there's not much going on in the video. It's really just a commentary. So, yeah, please share this around so more people can hear what I have to say, I guess. Maybe we can bring some more awareness to this issue. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.